Imagine winning an ounce of silver by doing nothing other than simply subscribing to a YouTube channel you already watch and enjoy. Well, that's a reality. I give an ounce of silver away once a month to one of my lucky subscribers, and I'll be announcing the winner of this month's giveaway at the end of the video, so may the luckiest stacker win. Plus, I'm getting a huge silver unboxing over the next week, and I'll be unboxing and giving away some of that silver in celebration of my 55,000 subscriber giveaway, and as always, may the luckiest stacker win for that as well. It's always really fascinated me seeing these billionaire, very well-known investors buying silver, right? I made a video yesterday talking about how Warren Buffett once bought 130 million ounces of silver when it was $4.50 an ounce, equating to like $585 million. Same with the Hunt brothers, billionaires. And we also have this story that came out last week mentioning how Jim Rogers, which is another huge investor in the precious metals, is still bullish on commodities when their price is correct. Now, I made a video on Jim Rogers being a billionaire silver stacker on January 4th, 2021. So, I've covered this before, but the interesting thing is this came out May 20th. 2022, this article broke. So only 5 days ago, Jim Rogers is coming out still saying he's bullish for silver. I think that is just so cool that, and it speaks for itself, right? Warren Buffett, one of the richest man, if not the richest man in the world. We also have Jim Rogers. I mean, these guys know what they're doing, right? They're not just buying silver just picking names out of a hat. These guys know what they're doing. And I like how they also explain why they're investing into silver. You're going to see a lot of people like Elon Musk buying it under the rug, because if news came out that he's buying silver, it would shoot the price up. And none of us want that. And I know Elon Musk doesn't, because the cost of production for Teslas would go through the roof. I mean, look at what he did with Dogecoin. He typed 4 letters, DOGE, standing for Dogecoin, and shot Dogecoin up thousands of %. So a lot of people are probably buying silver under the rug as well, just because they don't want to influence the price. But regardless, I want to cover this article that's talking about Jim Rogers being bullish on commodities and why he is. So here we go. Jim Rogers maintains a positive stance on commodities. In an interview with ET Now, he has given his precious opinion on global macros, commodities, Bitcoin, which asset class should be in focus. The industry veteran stated that once there is a peace in Ukraine, markets can have a big rally, but it will be the last big rally. If the markets start getting weak, the Federal Reserve will panic. However, the Fed has more than doubled its balance sheet. Economic revival is expected to start once peace prevails. Now, will economic revival happen? That's up in the air. 9 times out of 10, it sounds good to say, but, doing the thing is a lot harder, right? I mean, it's easy to say. And when we're looking at the immediate term versus the long term, or the thought versus the reality, there's a whole different picture. The dollar might recover in the meantime, but we know the inevitable, demise of the dollar. There's no way that things can't collapse. And even Federal Chairman Jerome Powell mentioned another currency coexisting or even replacing the dollar one day. And I actually showed the tweet of him mentioning that at a meeting. He literally said one day something could replace the dollar. So anyways, I might cover, if you want to see a video covering that, let me know, by the way. But anyways, the agriculture segment has been the biggest disaster, but the sentiment to buy is strong. If prices of silver and gold go down, Jim Rogers says he will buy more silver. When the Chinese economy opens again, it will cause bigger demand for commodities, especially for the agriculture and energy space. This would result in higher metal prices. He expects more inflation to come. And why would this result in higher metal prices? Well, there's a direct correlation between silver demand and the price of silver, right? It's almost identical. So we know over the next decade, silver demand is going to rise. And that's a fact, just given the Green Revolution. So we could almost guarantee that prices of silver will rise. I mean, that's a given. And I like to look at things fundamentally, just logically, and that itself speaks for itself. You can't debate that. So anyways, when the Ukraine situation calms down, wheat prices, oil prices are expected to down or to go down. However, the broader range of things might not be okay. He said that he is ready to short stocks and still owns the US dollar currency. He has not sold the dollars and will continue to hold, expecting that it will appreciate more once the big rally comes. And currently, the financial markets are very worried about. And obviously, there is a huge amount of pessimism there. So his advice for investors is that they should only invest in what they know about. And that is so important, and only invest as much as you're willing to lose, right? Investing is risky. I mean, yes, precious metals is the safest, smartest, but at the end of the day, a lot of people lose money, and I would say the majority of people lose money investing into silver or even gold, and that's because of the emotional attachment. They buy when it's high and they sell when it's low. And that's, I wouldn't say those people are true silver stackers, but most people that get into precious metals is usually from just on the hype train, or for whatever reason. And that's why I try to make a lot of videos telling people when the markets are low not to sell, and try to also educate people on silver, because like Jim Rogers just said, only invest in what they know about. Just like when I got into crypto, when I originally started investing in a Bitcoin, I didn't use my own money. There's a platform called Steemit where you can post your YouTube videos and earn free Steem dollars or Steem tokens, and then you can convert that to crypto. So I started investing in a Bitcoin because I didn't know about it yet, from basically not my own, nothing out of my own wallet coming out of it. And then once I started learning, then I did. But same goes with precious metals. That's why beginners should always typically turn towards very cheap, very standard bullion until you start learning the markets. Then you can get into some semi-numismatic silver, since it's a little more risky. And during that time, once you're building a foundation, you start to learn about those coins. But anyways, Jim also doesn't see any case for buying bonds anywhere in the world. As for India, he owns Indian ETFs in his portfolio. However, stocks in India are not historically cheap right now. He doesn't own any cryptocurrency and is not optimistic about competing for cryptocurrencies. However, has great confidence in government's digital currencies. Now, government's digital currencies, there's going to be a lot of that, I think, moving forwards. Even looking at like Tether, like USDT. Tether pegged to $1. Well, it should be. You have USDC, which is USD coin. There's literally a coin called USD coin pegged to the dollar. Then you have Ripple, that's owned by central banks. I mean, the government is heavily into the crypto space. It really is. And even talking about how Federal Chairman Jerome Powell at that one meeting mentioned how a currency could coexist with the dollar, I would see it being something like USD coin. And eventually replacing it. I mean, if you think of a sci-fi movie, or even just think in this, new technology, there's not going to be dollar bills floating around anymore. It's going to be something digital, right? Even we're in a new digital era, a cashless nations. Everything's the swipe of a card now. There's Bitcoin ATMs, mobile banking, everything's going digital. And obviously the dollar can't last forever. It's already lost 98%, and it's looking like things could get a lot uglier very quickly. It makes the most sense. But there's also a lot of, it'd be a very rough draft stage. But crypto already is basically replacing the dollar before our eyes. Just people don't really notice it. They aren't looking. But yeah, so what do you think about this? I think it's cool that he did give some advice, and it's some very good advice. A lot of people really do just jump on the hype train, and they'll jump into things that they don't necessarily know about. And that's why when the market's correct or the market goes down, they freak out because they don't understand how the market works. That's why I try to teach people what the true value of silver is, why it has intrinsic value, what that means, what the dollar's true value is, what that means, what the inevitable, what the corrupt financial system, all these different things. Because if you understand that, once you understand that, I've said this before, when you understand the true value of the dollar or versus the true value of silver, whatever the price is, it doesn't matter. Even if the price drops down to $5 an ounce, that won't affect you, because you know what $5 an ounce really is in the financial system, and you know what an ounce of silver really is. So that $5 is irrelevant, because an ounce of silver is priceless. Whether it's $100 an ounce or $5 an ounce, it's still an ounce of silver, regardless of the price tag. And once you really understand that, then I feel like you're a true silver stacker that I guess is set up to be a lot more successful, because you won't be so worried when the prices drop and even think about exiting. You'll be buying more when the price is down, taking advantage of the low pricing. So yeah, what do you think about this? I thought this was pretty cool, especially since yesterday we did the video about Warren Buffett, and you guys really liked that as well. So yeah. I'm also going to be posting a lot of other content coming up. I mentioned how I'm doing a giveaway in celebration of 55,000 subscribers, so make sure you're subscribed. The winner this month of my monthly subscriber winner is Anthony G. Congratulations. I always see you being very positive in the community and my comment section, talking to people. I'm always leaving very positive comments. And yeah, I noticed you stuck out to me, and you are this month's random subscriber winner. So yeah, I'll be hitting you up, and congratulations. Next month, you might be the winner. How cool is that? Just being subscribed, you could win some silver. I think that's really cool. Obviously, being positive, writing good comments or very educational comments, or just being supportive is obviously something that I look for. I try to reward people that are positive on my channel. So yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap this video up here. The link to this article will be in the description. If you thought it was educational, informational, at least entertaining, make sure to hit the like button. Thanks for tuning in. This is Silver Stacking. I'll see you guys soon. Peace.